Hello and good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning.
Hi. No Kate today.
You sounded like that gif again. Hi, good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
So yes, hello and good morning. Saturday morning. Comics is the show. Charlie and I are representing the brand here. We are minus one kid who's off camping, and thought this would be a good time to just hang out with all of you and talk about one of the coolest women in comic books. Are you wearing my sweater? She's wearing my sweater.
It's warm.
But we are definitely going to spend a little time this morning talking about Wonder Woman. There she is behind us.
I picked the background.
Yes, Charlie picked which Wonder Woman issues we put up here. So she's got a ton of her favorites. You got some Middleton glory going on there. There's some Art Germ right there. There's some George Perez. We got some. Is that a Jenny Frison? I think that one's a Frison. So then you got some Cliff Chang covers here from his run on Wonder Woman.
Wait,
and this is an Art Germ signed by Art Germ.
Is the first name, like last name, the person who drew it?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you know who drew what? Does it say their name first? Or
Usually it says their last name on the book, but the covers are harder because sometimes the artist doesn't necessarily put their name on the cover. So I know these are Joshua Middleton covers, but his name is nowhere on the cover. Yeah, he did that one too.
Really, because I really like them.
Yeah, Joshua Middleton, incredibly talented, awesome variant cover artist. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody meeting him live at a con or anything. Maybe if some of you have, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, because it's just so pretty. I love the watercolor and like how the effect of it looks like a real canvas.
Right.
It's so pretty.
So yeah, Charlie picked some fun Wonder Woman comics, and I just finished reading a Wonder Woman hardcover, so I can talk a little bit about that. But let's say hello to the chat. We've already been 3 minutes in. It's good to say hello to everybody and hit the like button, do the subscribe thing, hang out with us every Saturday. And Pigface here will be around. What's up, Harry? What's going on, man? So he did his. He's been doing his horror movies for October thing on his channel, reaction videos, and Exorcist was yesterday. Halloween 4 is in like an hour here on his channel, so be ready. Ariel, good morning to you. How are you doing? Got JP budget collecting. What?
I like Perry's
His pickle face.
It's really funny.
He's doing his Magic Lasso theme entrance. It's the Kate and Charlie Show. It's the Kate and Charlie Show. The best way to Saturday, the Kate and Charlie Show.
Also
featuring John. Hope everybody's off to a good start to their weekend. Big Will has arrived. What is going on? I'm on his channel tomorrow night. Dungeons and Dragons. Get ready for that. Southern Comic Geek. What's going on with you, Jason? We got Big Will says, if anyone hasn't taken my poll on my community tab, please do it. Help me out. Oh, I haven't, so I got to get over there and check that out. A poll, like he asks a question and you can pick one of the answers.
Like who?
La Mujer Maravilla, or Wonder Woman in Spanish. Maravilla is more spellbinding than wonder, because doesn't it have blend marvelous? That's like the same, I think it's the same root word. Maravilla. And then when it came to Linda Carter, the TV show Wonder Woman, one word would define her. I totally agree. Maravillosa. I agree. And Air Spider says, we're here for the start of the show. Good to see you. How's it going? Dale Suspense, haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well, my man. The Many Toms, good to see you. Nigel, I know he's in Baltimore with a ton of people. I so am jealous of these gentlemen and ladies out there. I know Mars was there. I saw DA Experiences there. Of course, my homie Justin from No Good Comics is there. I just saw everybody. Comics Kings, Brandon's there. Andy's there. It's crazy. People just going to town. Won't be in the chat much, but listening, JP, I understand totally. White Whale Comics, good morning to you, Alec. How's it going, man?
Was Jen there?
Jen. No, Jennifer is not there. She's at her place in
Also,
Oregon.
What's Dune?
Dune is a movie based on a book series.
Oh yeah, Timothy Chalamet.
There you go.
And Angelina Jolie.
Nigel's heading over to Baltimore right now. Enjoy. Chillmonger says, do you think artists try to make the character look like the movies? Has she become more Gal Gadot-esque? That's possible. I know that there's definitely that reaction, and I think a lot of artists working today probably have Linda Carter vibes to some of their stuff. I know that some of these Middleton covers give me Linda Carter vibes, so I think it's definitely different artists scaled towards different views.
I like this one. These two right here.
These two in the middle, the Middleton's right there. Yeah.
I like the way he drew.
What's up, Simon? How you doing, man? I hope you're having a nice weekend.
Because they're both very different.
Well, one of my favorites is this Art Germ one in the snow, which we have a little mini poster of, a little one that you guys have in your room.
I have the Miro.
You have the Miro one, yeah. So everybody's saying hello. We got Coach Vic. Good morning to you, sir. I hope you're off to a good weekend here. Travis TM Nerdy, what's going on? His channel's blowing up a ton. If you haven't been subscribed to Travis, he's doing a lot of great stuff over on his channel. And then, of course, he's in everybody's chats, helping out and being supportive. So support him right back. Check out the TM Nerdy channel, man. Part of that Bad Batch crew. So station to you, gentlemen. Jackson Roy Kirk, one of my Omni X-Men fans and friends. Hope you're all having a nice weekend. So how you doing, Charlie?
Good.
You're in my sweater. You're chilling on the couch. You've been reading through this giant pile of comics this morning. This is the pile next to Charlie this morning. A little bit of all different kinds of things going on in there.
There's like triple that in my room.
And of course there is. And then you have, I brought this down, the Jessica Cruz book that you read last week, Unearthed, the Jessica Cruz story. And then I've got my little stack of books from this week.
And this one, this like thick one, counts as
this one?
3 books.
This one?
Yeah, that
this one is actually 4 issues of Wonder Woman Dead Earth. So boom, there you go. We can start right there because I finished reading this this morning, and it is phenomenal. Unruly Simeon says, "What? I'm only here because I wanted to see John in a Wonder Woman outfit." Unsubscribed. Hey, I get it. I'll make that dream happen for you one day, brother. I'm not promising that you won't unsubscribe after seeing it, but you get what you get. So I finished reading Wonder Woman Dead Earth. I will say I glanced at issue number 1 when it first dropped, and I was like, yeah, the artwork's a little ugly for me. I'm not feeling it. But then I read Daniel Warren Johnson's Beta Ray Bill comic, which he did the whole Beta Ray Bill series that was miniseries recently. And I thought, you know what, if this is half as good as that, I'm going to go back and check this out. So I went and bought this hardcover the other day at my shop on Wednesday, and I was blown away. This is fantastic. It's very gory. So there's a lot of blood. Most of the superheroes are dead. It's really just Wonder Woman and the Amazonians and the leftover of humanity, all these monsters and such. But I thought this was creative, original, lots of cool action sequences in here. Like Gore's saying, there's some sad moments as well, some hard truths, but really, really cool. Really well done. You want to glance at it for a second? Whoa.
Yeah, it does look like the Beta Ray Bill type.
Yeah, the guy who wrote and drew this as well.
Oh. A lot of cool pictures.
Yep. What's up, Raging Cajun? JD, how you doing, man? So that was my big Wonder Woman read this week. For those that don't know, Thursday was the 80th anniversary of Wonder Woman. So 80 years ago on Thursday, the very first Wonder Woman comic published. And so a lot of people were posting and celebrating in honor of that creation. What is going on, Justin? Get back to Baltimore and talk X-Men and send pictures of all the cool people you're meeting so that I'm really envious of you and mad. Because then I'm I'm gonna punish you with gifts on Tuesday when I'm hosting Omni X-Men with Chet. Geeking out with Roscoe. What's going on, Roscoe? Good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. I had already ate my bagel. Charlie's got hers right there. So the bagel morning is going here. Man. So yes, that was my big Wonder Woman read, to sort of look at the character from a new light. I've read a few runs of Wonder Woman. Obviously, the Brian Azzarello, Cliff Chang run I read, and the girls and I pretty much enjoyed that. I'm currently reading the Wonder Girl series that Joelle Jones started. I've read some of the George Perez run, so that's right there. I've read a handful of those. That's a longer run, so I have not read the entirety of that, but I've read some segments of that. And so I'm not like an expert or anything, but what I've read, I've enjoyed. So, something to think about if those are storylines that you're interested in. I think she's a pretty amazing, wonderful character.
That's why that's on the back.
So yeah, this is the dystopian future where Wonder Woman Dead Earth takes place. Amazing artwork. Oh, Jennifer's in the chat. Comics will break your heart. What is up? There's Charlie. Sorry, I should cover me. You want to see Charlie in the book, and not me.
Looks really pretty.
Yeah.
I love the color.
I love that she's got like Batman's belt and her old costume and the sword, and then she's wearing like a Superman cape almost as a cape. I think she's kind of a fun little mix.
Yeah, and some fur.
Let's see. Gore Vidal says his favorites are Perez and Jimenez, respectively. So there you go. And we got Jennifer. I didn't say hello. I didn't click your name. There you are. Oh, you're an expert. All right. Ha! There it was. Slim, good morning, man. How are you doing? Hope you're off to a good weekend here. We have only a couple of soccer weekends left. So today's game is like an afternoon game, but next weekend is a super early game. So we might even do this show late. We might come back from the game around 10 and then do this show. So that's Saturday afternoon comics for those of you back east. Roscoe says he's reading, or he has Murder Falcon, which I enjoyed Murder Falcon, but I only read, is it just the one? I don't remember if it was like one trade or one issue. I don't remember what I read one and enjoyed it. I thought Dead Earth was fantastic, and Beta Ray Bill also great. So big fan of what I've read from Daniel Warren Johnson. He is a very unique talent. Mars, good morning to you. Hope you're off to a good morning, sir. I think I missed one other. Jennifer says, how were the pancakes for dinner, Charlie?
How'd she know?
I told her you had dinner. I was on a show with her last night. I didn't tell Charlie. She was having fun with mom and having her pancakes and eggs, and I didn't want to interrupt.
They were delicious.
Oh, Ariel Red with a wonderful bagel fund, a contribution, $10 super chat. Ariel, you are way too kind. Let me throw up some Brandon. What do we got here, Charlie? What do you want to hear? What do you want to see? Is there any of them that you want to see?
Let's do the robot.
Robot.
Wow. A super chat. Thank you.
There's that one. And then she needs to hear the dolphin.
Ready?
That's a good one.
That is a very good one. And then is there another short one here? This one.
Mom called the doctor. The doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Can't have monkeys jumping on the bed. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. Mom called the doctor. The doctor said. So we've been talking Wonder Woman this morning, and I do feel like Roscoe, I think you'd enjoy if anybody enjoyed Beta Ray Bill by Daniel Warren Johnson, and I know a ton of people did, then Wonder Woman Dead Earth is right there with you. And you don't need to have like some encyclopedic knowledge of Wonder Woman's history. You could have seen that first Wonder Woman movie and pretty much have everything you need to know to read this. Real basic stuff and still a ton to enjoy. So there you go. Air Spider said, I had to refresh. John was looking like a 70s kung fu flick. Sorry. Sometimes everything gets out of sync. I'm sorry about that. Every so often have that problem. Charlie's checking it out. What do you think of it so far, Charlie?
Good.
It's good. Who do you think she's going to fight?
Cherry Pop.
Oh, she found Barbara. Cheetah. Yes, Cheetah is one of the few characters that survived the apocalypse.
That's what I don't understand.
What?
Barbara Gordon turned into Cheetah?
It's not Barbara Gordon. Barbara Minerva, I think isn't it Barbara Minerva? I think is her last name. That's the name of the cat. You remember in Wonder Woman 84, Cheetah, right? Don't you remember? Hey, the lady she fights in Wonder Woman 84, and they're like jumping and fighting. She ends up turning into like a full cheetah woman.
Oh, I think that.
Well, for the first half, they're like friends, and it's all Barbara, right?
Oh yeah. I want to watch that again.
Rod is here. And hi, how you doing, Rod? Good to see you, man. Oh, man, Simon R with another $10 super chat. Holy cow. You guys are too much. I'm going to try this one.
We got this city on rockin'. Meow.
Let's see who else we got here. We got this one. There you go. Let's see. We got one more. We got my dad will like the dog one if I play it for later. There we go. And then Rod with his Daredevil chat. Rod. You get this one.
Oh, wow, a super chat. Oh, man, thanks so much. But, watch out what you encourage around this place.
And then this is the other one you earned.
Wow, a super chat. Thank you.
That's just for Rod. Enjoy it. Enjoy that, you sucker. So I bought a ton of DC books this week. I bought Wonder Woman Dead Earth. I got these 3 individual issues here. And wasn't there another trade that I got for you, Charlie? Of some I can't remember. A ton of DC stuff and only like 2 Marvel books. So it's a very strange thing going on here. Rod gave you $5. You're only allowed to spend it on a Daredevil comic. Not true. I read Catwoman Lonely City. This is a Black Label magazine, large format book by Cliff Chang, who I mentioned a little bit ago. Where is it? He did some of this Wonder Woman run here. And this was a great read. I really enjoyed this. $6.99, which I know puts some people off these larger format books. Plus, they're hard to store, and I get that. But it's Cliff Chang doing a Catwoman book. I was definitely all about it. So I really enjoyed that. That was a fun read. I thought that was a good book, and I'm going to get issue 2, and I don't know how many issues it's supposed to be. I wish they told you somewhere on it. Book 1 of blah. I wish they told you. I like to know what I'm signing up for. Do I have to get 12 issues? Do I have to get 3? You know, there's a lot going on here. And Charlie, did you read this one? What did you think of this book?
I liked it.
Yeah, what did you like about it?
I liked that you could see that Barbara got to live a happier life.
Barbara Gordon, Oracle, Batgirl. Yeah,
You see how she grew up. She married. Obviously, she married someone else,
right,
and then had a boy named Wayne.
right.
I really liked that. I don't really like how old Catwoman is.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely not very young. She's been in jail for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And all the Bat characters are dead in this story. Batman, all the Robins, right?
Yeah, and
Alfred.
no, I kind of felt bad about that.
Mhm.
But I'm really interested to know who killed Batman
Because she got charged for the crime and she went to jail for
Yeah.
murdering Batman, but she's acting like she didn't do it, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Mo? Good to see you, man. How's it going? She's 55. Is that too? I think Gora's trying to say that's not old. But she definitely talks a lot about how her knees are hurting and her back is hurting. There's definitely a lot of discussion about how she's older and it's hard to do the stuff she used to do as Catwoman in this issue number 1. So you didn't like that. What about some of the other characters you get to see? Can you remember? Do you remember any of the characters you got that she came in contact with? Uh-oh. Charlie's into a new book. I shouldn't have handed her the
Say
book.
again?
Who else did Catwoman meet in this? You mentioned Barbara. Anybody else?
Not off the top of my head.
I can think of 3 bad
there-
guys.
I can. Oh yeah, Penguin
Penguin,
and Two-Face
Two-Face,
and
Killer Croc.
oh yeah, Killer Croc at the end.
Killer Croc is
And-
like her new partner. She's like partnering with Killer Croc because she wants to take down Two-Face and the Penguin, I think.
And there was one other.
She seems
Oh
to
yeah,
be
her kitty.
against them.
Her kitty.
Her kitty cat lived, which I don't think that's logical for me because cats don't usually live like 20 years or whatever. They have 9 lives, and that's
some
how
people
you're
believe that
doing that.
Each life after you lose one, it restarts. So I don't know.
Chaos, what is going on, Chris? Good to see you. C Woodard 19. I've been thinking about you a ton, man. With everybody going to Baltimore, I was thinking back to 2 years ago and going with you and hanging out in Baltimore. So definitely getting some jealousy vibes from that. Gives me Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns vibes. You know what? It's funny you say that, Mo, because I got Batman Year One vibes a little bit, which is another Frank Miller, right? So I could definitely see what you're saying. It has that tone to it, but I think it's a lighter kind of book. It doesn't feel as dark as some of Frank Miller's other stuff. Not that there's not darkness going on here, but it just doesn't feel as overwhelming. Had a dog live almost 20 years, and Comics Tom's cat is 20. Yikes. My cat's been around since 2008, still going strong. Well, there you go. You're proving me wrong. Our cat, HRH Joey Henry, His Royal Highness, is almost 20 years old. Okay, well, you guys are proving me wrong. Wow. Little did I know. I'm trying to think of the last time my family had a cat. Growing up, my mom had a cat.
Oh yeah, a fat orange one.
Well, that was Lamar when I was like a baby, and Lamar didn't live very long. He was very Garfield-esque. But when I was living in the house I grew up in, she had a cat called Puka.
Oh yeah, you loved Puka.
It was Hawaiian for hole, Hole, like a hole in the ground. It was a name. I don't know how Puka got that name. She was a calico, but she was mainly an outdoor cat. We had a 3-story house that we had it was 1 story that we had built onto it. And by that, I mean my dad and his friends literally built the top 2 floors. We could leave a door or window open in the top floor, and she could come in when she wanted and then go out when she wanted. And she would just be gone for a few days and then come back and get food or whatever. She was a very like, I'm on my own, I don't need you kind of cat. But she was a cool cat.
There was one that you had where like you would try to catch it and stuff your face into?
That's Lamar. That was my mom's orange cat when I was a really little kid, like a 1-year-old.
Yeah, you liked them. I don't want a cat.
Oh, but Puka would kill like raccoons. Like she was a hardcore. She'd go out in the world. Maybe she's like Catwoman, take out anybody that was in her territory. I found a dead raccoon under my window one day, and I felt certain that it was Puka that had dropped it off because cats like to give you dead things, lizards and mice and stuff, as like a, hey, I'm taking care of you. You don't look like you're doing so well. Here's a dead thing. It's kind of a cat. That's a cat thing. So that was Puka in our household. She was very much on her own, but like she would bring you dead stuff. Sure. She'd hook you up, worried about you. So Perry found a cat at the Home Depot parking lot and then it ran away. Well, there you go. Let's see. Perry says, you don't have cats too. I don't have any pets at my house, but I had them growing up. I had different pets, lots of different pets growing up. All right, so we did Catwoman, Lonely City. Oh, can I fit it there? There we go. Puka is my nickname from, okay, Pookie. Yeah, that's not, I don't know where you're going with this. Rob. I got 2 other DC books. I read Nightwing by Tom Taylor. And I read Superman, Son of Kal-El by Tom Taylor also. I became that guy. Missing Link, what's up? Station to you, brother. How's it going? I enjoyed both of these a bunch. Rod, sadly, and Perry, sadly, this issue is not the coming out issue everybody thought it was going to be. It's just a good action issue. I thought it was a very entertaining sort of dramatic fight issue. And Ma and Pa Kent's farm gets destroyed again. Man, just part of living that Kent life got destroyed. And this is another Fear State crossover book, but a much better Fear State crossover book than the last Nightwing issue. So both of these I thought were very entertaining. DC fans, Tom Taylor fans can be a little happier with that. Comic Journey, what is happening to you, sir? I hope you're having a good weekend. Carlito is here. He says, to be fair, Perry, if I were a cat, I'd probably run away from you too. I mean, ouch. I mean, they're taking some shots. Let's see. Start with a turtle and work up to a dog. Well, there you go. That could work. Question from the animal hospital. Who names a cat Lamar? My mom. That's definitely a mom move. Let's see here. I thought we've heard all the pet names. Yeah, there's lots of pet names out there, right? Did I lose somebody here? Yeah, I agree. Raging Cajun. Oh, sorry. Where's it? I agree. Sir Cam stances that Inyuk. I thought this was a great variant. This is the Inyuk Lee Superman 4 variant cover, and this is legit. What happens in the story at one point? He gets totally torched. And he's in the wreckage of the Ma and Pa Kent's house at another point. So it's like, what's all happening? I love when that happens in the story. I'm sticking with it too. I'm very entertained. So I'm definitely down for more. John Kent needs to be Black Label. We're not going to get Superman Wang. It's not going to happen. So you got to hold off on that. Wolf, you're late. So never mind. Perry says, not much air, just chilling, editing Dream Warriors. I'm so glad you watched that movie. I'm a big fan. Did I miss everything? I think we're good. We're all caught up. All right. Okay. So, Charlie, you're almost done now? Or you're just skim reading, right? There's no way you actually are reading this. There's way too much you're missing. All the Superman stuff, that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
That was exciting.
And then she took his bone.
I agree, Seawood. I love Dream Warriors. I was telling Perry, I think when I was a kid, it was definitely my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. So freaking good. I love that movie. And then I don't know if it's still, I would have to rewatch it, but it felt to me when I saw that movie that it was like New Mutants versus Freddy. Like that's what it felt like to me. And I was like, this is cool. I was all in on Dream Warriors. Yes, Chaos. At the beginning of the show, I talked a little Wonder Woman Dead Earth, and now Charlie's reading it, so she's all having it. Comic Culture Nick is in the chat. What is going on, Nick? Station to you, sir. I hope you're having a good morning. Let's see here. Tony's at a band competition. Well, good luck to you and yours in that competition. Hope it's going well. Man, Doomsday Clock. You really one note player, man. One note player. What's up, Dave? How's it going? Let's see. No, I think we're all good. Speed read over here. Yeah, she likes to skim read once through, and if she likes it, then she takes the time to slow read it. Really get into all the little layers. Let's see here. We're doing all right, everybody? I hope everybody's weekend is going well. We got a soccer game here in a few hours. But until then, we're going to read comics and we're going to chill. Charlie's checking out the end of Wonder Woman Dead Earth. Happy 80th anniversary to Wonder Woman. I'm surprised we have not had a Magic Lasso appearance in the chat, but maybe he's at a con this weekend. I don't know. So we are definitely not doing that. We're doing Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary right now. No shenanigans from you. Top 3 comic book artists of 2021. Chris Samney, Daniel Warren Johnson, and James Herron. Do I know James Herron? Somebody's going to have to update me on who James Herron is, but I'm definitely reading some things by Chris Samney and Daniel Warren Johnson. This is Daniel Warren Johnson, Charlie. And Chris Samney is the guy who draws Firepower. You know that one, the Kung Fu book. Let's see here. Other people in the chat. I agree. He's been killing it. Absolutely. I will definitely be watching the Dune movie while it's on HBO Plus. But it's going to be hard to find the time with it being like a 3-hour movie. Me and the wife are going to have to make the time to watch it. It's going to be tricky. Let's see here. Every day is Daredevil Day for Rod, right? Exactly. I know. I need to make the time for it. It's just tricky, right? Okay, there it is. Sorry. Azar says Ultra Mega is by James Herron. I got to read it. Okay, I'll have to check. Thanks for the recommendation. I appreciate that. Ultra Mega. Definitely appreciate that. Dune needs that sequel in the works. There you go. Got to have it. Issue number 1 of Dead Earth. There you go. Yes, I know. Yeah, so Dan from Comic Chop News is doing his Dune discussion show tonight. Jennifer from Comics Will Break Your Heart, Carlito, and Dan are all there. So if you want to hear some spoilers on Dune, or if you want to watch it and then hear some chat, make sure you're subscribed to Comic Chop News and that you're over there watching. I'll try to post it in my community tab like I do. If you don't know about this, on my channel, there's a spot called Community, and you click there, and I usually promote channels, friends, or when I'm on somebody's channel, I try to promote those videos so you can catch those things. You don't want to miss it. Seconding of Ultra Mega, and come on, you're not second to this race. You're firsting this one. Hold on, wait. Let's see.
You spelled English wrong, Perry.
I can barely read English. Well, you didn't spell barely or English right, so I would say that's true. He wrote barley. He can barely read English, so there you go. But he might have been joking. But if that's not ironic spelling, it's certainly hilariously coincidental spelling. There you go. It made me borrow the books from a buddy. I'm finally going to read some science fiction again. What? There you go.
What does Air Spider say?
He's just messing with Perry and his like band. Perry said he was in a band playing the trumpet.
I'd like to see that.
But with his spelling, it could have been trombone, and he just spelled trumpet instead. He just spelled it wrong. It could be. All right. I did all my DC books. That leaves just 3 books left. I should have 4, sadly, but I was unable to get the new book from Rodney Barnes. So for those that don't know, I'm obviously a Rodney Barnes fan. He wrote Philadelphia. Great stuff. His spin-off to Philadelphia is called Nita Hawes Nightmare Blog. And that issue number 1 dropped at some shops on Wednesday, but my shop's not getting it till next Wednesday, which means I'm a week off on that one. I hear great things. I really, really, really want to see it and read it, but I just missed out on it. So I should have got that one this week. It would have been another book that I got this week. Super chat or super sticker from Old Wolf. Charlie, what are we going to give to Old Wolf? Which one does he get? How about the animals? And the hula dancing? I don't know what this cough Steph thing means. I don't know what that means, so I might have missed something there. Let's see here. Carlito needs a blue wrench. Well, I need another 50 subscribers. Yeah, I mean it's a great trade read. I've been enjoying it issue by issue, and I don't feel like it is any less issue by issue. So definitely going to check that out. Praying for a Denis Villeneuve trilogy of Dune movies. That would be pretty awesome.
What's a trilogy?
A trilogy is 3 movies or 3 books or 3 stories that go together, right? So like Christopher Nolan made a Dark Knight trilogy that was like Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises. Those are his trilogy, right? 3 movies.
Then what would Harry Potter be called?
Well, technically it's 7 books, but 8 movies. So an octology. I don't know. That sounds like a doctor's office. I don't know. I don't know what you would call a set of 8, or there's got to be a word for it. I don't know that I know it. Let's see here. Saying hello to Raging Cajun. See, the colors on the cover next to John are nice. This one right here, this is Charlie's favorite. Yeah, this is Charlie's favorite cover that we put up. Whoops, sorry. A series. There you go. That's a word for it. Yeah, another great Middleton cover. This is issue 763. Yeah, 763. Just beautiful color work. Absolutely.
Who's Andrew Garfield?
Andrew Garfield was one of the many actors to play Spider-Man.
Perry said Andrew Garfield had to. Oh wait.
No, he did not. Thank God. Star Wars Saga, which they break into several trilogies, right? So there you go. An octet. Ooh, Big Will says octet. There you go. All right, so I got 2 Marvel and 1 indie book left here that I got this week, and that will be the end of it. I'm just going to mention it quickly, but this is obviously my read of the week. Not All Robots is great. If you haven't checked it out yet, nobody is speccing on this. So a lot of comic shops will probably, if they get indie books, will probably have these on the shelves. Better than that, though, a lot of these companies like AWA, you could go to their website and buy the issues from them. They still have first prints that they will ship to you directly. I recommend, if you can get all 3 of these issues, to check it out. Because if you like independent comics at all, this is going to be a book that you'll love. I'm just telling you right now. It's a great
3 out
book.
of 3 out of what?
It's issue 3 of they've done 3 so far. I don't know how many there'll be in total though. So definitely worth checking out. I think it's going to be on my list of the best books of the year. So something to think about. My 2 Marvel books were The Death of Doctor Strange issue 2, which I know my man Rod got, and this amazing variant for Trial of Magneto issue 3. Wow, they're already on issue 3. So those were the 2 Marvel books I got this week. Let's
What
see
happened to
here.
number 2?
What's that?
What happened to number 2?
You read it? That's the one where she's alive again at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the one where they have to deal with what's going on.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I think this story's getting very weird, and I don't know how I feel about it right now. The original Trial of Magneto, which is issue 200 of Uncanny X-Men, is one of my favorite comics, period.
What happened?
And I was hoping this would be one of my favorite mini arcs or whatever in Hickman's run, but man, this is just getting weird. I don't know how I feel about this issue.
She killed herself.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. It's a little wackadoo. So that's not a big, I'm not blown away by that. Death of Doctor Strange continues to be pretty solid. I liked issue 1 a little bit more than this, but it's definitely intriguing. And there's a pretty sweet battle sequence at the end of this issue with some cool stuff in it. Ariel's asking, what has Charlie read that she loved recently? Anything you read recently that you loved? So here's that battle sequence. Here we got the Avengers on one side and all these sort of godlike characters on the other. I thought it was a pretty cool sequence. Alan Tudyk is a gem. I agree, Missing Link. What are we doing? Who's talking about Alan Tudyk? Oh, was it iRobot? That's what it was. Sorry. It's clicking now with me. iRobot. I love Alan Tudyk, but I'm a Firefly fan. Firefly. You can't take the sky from me.
These are all things that I've
All things you've read recently. So let's do this mini series since you've got all 4 issues of that right here. Whoa.
out of order though.
They are out of order. Let's see here. Now they're in order. You read Firestar, the 4-issue Marvel mini series from 88 or 89. What is this? 1980. It might have been 86. So there's issue 4, 3, 2. Gotta fight Wolverine. Gotta beat up that guy. And 1.
That's actually just a bad dream, but
Yeah, is that Professor X? Because it says featuring the X-Men, the New Mutants, and the White Queen, and they all want this deadly weapon. And she's melting the phone.
yeah, sadly the White Queen gets her, but then at the end she joins Xavier. Or no, at the end she doesn't join anyone.
Very Kitty Pryde-esque. All right, so what did you think of Firestar?
I really liked it. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
I never really heard of that character before,
Okay.
but I kind of felt like in the first book we have her going to school and there's these rude girls, and then she finds like this M on her hand.
Hmm.
Supposed to mean she's like a mutant, right?
Okay.
Then everybody else, all the mean girls have it too. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then they have like all these cool characters, and they kind of just forget about them in the rest of the story. Like there's this guy at school who likes her, and he never comes back from the first issue. So that was kind of annoying because I was like, I want to know what happened.
Right. I'm trying to see, Rod. I don't think there's any value to her first appearance is in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, issue number 1.
Who is?
Firestar. Issue that came out in December of 81. This is the cover for that. There you go. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, issue 1. Now, I will say when I was a kid, there was an animated show that I liked as a kid called Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. And it was Spider-Man Firestar, and Iceman. That was the like trio. I mean, it was mainly a Spider-Man show, but Firestar and Iceman were in it a ton. They were often showing up to do stuff.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Link says he liked the Justice and Firestar on the Avengers that Busiek did. Air Spider said Marvel waited a year to promote those character watches. Oh, there you go. Haven't heard of any of those. There you go. Too young for so. Well, there you go. Let's see here. Legion is here. If you didn't see on his Instagram, he had a whole family costume set going for Halloween. He was Joker. Wife was Harley. They had a Batman, of course, but Punchline, if I'm not mistaken. Who was his daughter? I can't remember what his daughter was dressed as, but it was really great. See, Spidey's Fabulous Friends. I was in, man. I was all in on that when I was a kid. I loved that show. Let's see here. Firestar was the Harley Quinn before Harley. I like that. I liked it. Let's see here. We called it Fabulous Friends in this house. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see. The little monkey was dressed as Batgirl. Sorry. I knew I got that one wrong. I was like, Punchline didn't sound right when I said it. So yeah, I knew Firestar from from like TV, right? I would watch the TV, and then that might be on Disney Plus because Disney now owns all that stuff, I think. So that might be something they have. I don't know if anybody knows if that's on Disney Plus anymore. Because I thought they had
there is a Spidey on this Spidey Friends on there, but
in here
on Disney Plus.
Yeah, because I know that there's a Spider. They've got some of the other Spider-Man, like the '90s animated show on there. I thought so, maybe some other good stuff.
And then can you pass me that one?
X-Men 193. I forgot. Yeah, JD's totally right. She was in that issue. It was her first regular universe appearance. That's a good one. I remember Bendis had a Spidey and His Amazing Friends homage going in the Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, because I know that Iceman showed up a bunch in there as well. Yeah. It's there. My daughter was confused how she's seen it. There you go. Blame the woman of the house. She liked it to pick on me. There you go. That makes sense. Okay, so you read this one, and then I saw this cover, and I was like, what? This is X-Men Legacy 211 with an amazing Phoenix cover. Look at that.
That's Xavier's twin sister.
Xavier's creepy twin sister.
Who died in the womb.
Yes, I remember. And then the Brood. Is that Wolverine or something? Who's that?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
I think it's this one, but one of the ones that I have, it looks like an ordinary cover.
I think we got this one, if I'm not mistaken. We got it from Kachung in Delphia, I want to say.
Oh, this is not the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the right one.
Can I hold it up though?
You can show it.
Be gentle with it, girl. Be gentle.
What?
Be gentle. So this is writer Mike Carey, penciler Scott Eaton, but with also a few other people on inking and such. But really cool cover. I was digging that. Mike Carey, look, see. Boom, Missing Link is on it today. You can't stump him. You can't stump him at all. Stephen M says, John, what's your favorite Wonder Woman cover behind me? It's tough. These are all of Charlie's favorites. There's a ton of great ones back here.
You like that one?
I'm partial to this one right here where she's flying. So cool. This one with just her face that looks like a photograph. It's so good. And then the Art Germ one in the snow, which is right there. Those are three that I'm very partial to.
It's this book, Dad. This one I want to show.
Is this classic X-Men?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. So
Don't.
at the back, they give you the other cover, the issue that it comes from. So those that were reading the original comic, can I just show them okay, fine.
Because there's part of it that I don't want you to see.
I'm ruining it. So this cover, which is an Adam Hughes, if I'm not mistaken, or is it? Yeah, no, it says Hughes. This is a Hughes cover.
And it looks like it's a normal cover, but if you open the back.
Yeah, so that's what classic X-Men is, right? It's all the original books. So this is issue 175.
It's also when Cyclops marries
reprinted
Madeline.
and then they add new stuff at the end.
Like, and it's
So
when
the original artwork is all in here. If you've never heard of the classic X-Men, then I'm sorry for you. I love it. I was a big fan as a kid. But then at the end, they add new artwork, and the new stuff usually takes over somewhere near the end.
yeah, it's when you get to see Madeline, and this is the
Yes,
issue
Madeline
where he
Pryor.
marries Madeline Pryor.
Let's see here. So you get a combination of artists working together on this. I'm trying to find where they tell you who did the work, but I don't see it listed anywhere in here. So, oh well. Anyways, fun throwback. I'm a big classic X-Men fan. It was a fun way to enjoy it. Let's see here.
Why is our microphone dented?
Am I missing Steph? Is there a Stephanie in here that I don't know? I feel like everyone's saying Station to Steph. Maybe I don't know that somebody's real name is Stephanie, and I've always called them by their. See, this is where Justin from No Good Comics is very talented. He knows people's real names and online names. I can't keep all that straight. My brain doesn't work that way, I guess. I'll put this back in the bag for you. You're like, I don't know what's happening. Classic X-Men number 30 is a grail for Air Spider. What's the specialty of issue 30? I sold a lot of my classic X-Men off because I was like, you know what, I can't store this. It's too much to store.
Well, I'm Stefan.
Stefan. Okay, now I get it. I was like, I don't know. Is there a Stephanie in here that I don't know? What's going on?
Usually Stephanie.
I can't keep track.
Dad, usually Stephanie's with a PH.
Yeah.
Right?
Stephanie can be both ways. Stephanie can be with an F or a PH. But this is Steven or Stefan.
Stefan.
Right?
I like that name.
It was a book he bought back. I brought to school every single day. Yeah, everybody had those comics that you stuff in your backpack, bring along with you everywhere, right? Charlie's say, I can't read Strange Academy right now. Where's Strange Academy, Charlie?
At school.
Where is it?
At school.
But where at school?
In my desk.
So she's got 2 volumes of Strange Academy at her classroom in her desk, and Dad can't read Strange Academy now.
Yeah, well, you can read it on Monday.
I have to wait till Monday to read Strange Academy volume 1 and 2.
Or you could just go on the online app.
The app does give me a few of them, but not all of them. I have to wait. It's 6 months behind, so it's 6 issues behind. Not cool. Not cool, dude. Have the girls seen any of Don Bluth animated movies? You saw The Land Before Time, right? With the dinosaurs? About The Secret of Nim with the rats? Rockadoodle? Nope, apparently not, Big
Kate
Will.
has seen one of those, but I don't know.
I'm fairly sure I showed them Land Before Time, but Charlie might have just been really young when we did that. What about An American Tail with the mouse? Somewhere out there. You don't remember that one? All right. Apparently not.
Troll and sudden troll.
What is going on? White Tiger? That is Ruben Guzman himself. Ruben, I hope you're having a good weekend up there in the north there. Fievel goes west. He knows his Don Bluth. So Don Bluth was like an alternative to Disney animation. You could go see Disney movies. She doesn't care. Or you could go and see, it was a different company run by a guy named Don Bluth. And so he had his own sort of brand.
Oh.
Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. Wow, this chat is going. It's going for it. Keep going, John. Yeah, Legion, he knows his stuff. He's got kids. He knows what's happening. I agree, Air Spider. A Secret of Nim meant a lot to me. And when I taught 5th grade, my students read the novel because the novel is called Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim.
Oh, I had that book.
I think it's a great book. And I think the book might even be better than the movie because the movie takes a ton of liberties and goes in a very different direction. But I loved the book on a whole new level. And I saw the movie first and then I read the book. Really, really great.
We're back.
Yes, that's another Don Bluth book movie. Robin Williams is the fruit bat. He does the voice of the fruit bat in Fern Gully, right? Look at this chat. Avatar is an adult version of Fern Gully. I mean, you're not wrong. You're out of line, but you're not wrong. Fern Gully is not Don Bluth. Woo. Shocking. Shocking. I don't know where you'd even find those movies because they're not like, because I don't know who owns them. That's a curiosity. I would be curious to know who owns the rights to the Don Bluth catalog and where they're, putting up shop these days. All right, gang, we're going to get out of here so Charlie can get ready for soccer. We got only a couple of games left. We got one this weekend, and the next weekend is a very early game. So those of you watching this show, just know that next week we will not run at a normal time. I think we'll probably go late and go after her game because the game is quite early. But that's her final one of the year. So then we're back to some normal stuff on Saturdays. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I'm going to be doing some shows the next few days. Obviously, I'm on Big Will's channel tomorrow night to be doing D&D. I'm on my channel Tuesday talking about Uncanny X-Men with my Omni crew. Then I think my next appearance is Saturday with the girls. November 1st, I'm doing a Halloween Comic Gories. It's the day after Halloween. And we're going to be doing a special Halloween episode of Comic Gories. So make sure you're there. It's kind of an annual thing we've always sort of done with Comic Gories, where Halloween rolls around, community members can dress up in costumes, and we'll have some shenanigans. So make sure you're there for that. Fun. Thank you, Ariel. I appreciate all of that. Disney has the distribution rights to his Fox films. I did not know that. There you go. Don Bluth is still alive at 84. What? And Disney does own Bluth. There you go. Look, see a lot of stuff I'm learning here. Bye, friends. As Jennifer says, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and we will see you all later.